Hello, and welcome back to Practice of Calm. I'm Emma.
And I'm Jake. It's really lovely to have you here with us today.
If you are new here, this is a slow English podcast. We speak slowly and we keep our words simple, so you can just relax, listen, and follow along.
You don't need to understand every single word. That is completely okay. Just let the language move past you, gently, like a soft breeze.
And if you like, you can read the words on the screen while you listen. Listening and reading together is a wonderful way to learn.
So take a slow breath. Get comfortable. There is nothing to finish here, and nowhere you need to be.
Today we have a warm and gentle topic. We are going to talk about the quiet power of kindness.
Kindness. Such a small, soft word, and yet it may be one of the most powerful things in the whole world.
We'll talk about small acts of kindness, kind words, the kindness of really listening, being kind to yourself, and kindness even when it's hard.
But first, let's look at a few words. We call this part today's words. We will use them many times, so let's learn them now.
Our first word is kind. Kind. When you are kind, you are gentle and caring toward other people. You think about how they feel and you try to help.
For example, she's a very kind person, or thank you, that was so kind of you. Kind is warm and gentle and good.
The second word is gentle. Gentle. Something gentle is soft and calm, not rough and not harsh. A gentle voice, a gentle touch, a gentle word.
The third word is notice. To notice. When you notice something, you see it or you feel it, and you give it your attention. Kindness often begins the moment we notice another person.
And the fourth word is warmth. Warmth. Warmth is a soft, caring, friendly feeling. When someone is kind to you, you feel a little warmth inside.
So, again, our 4 words. Kind, gentle, notice, and warmth. Don't worry about remembering them perfectly. You will hear them again and again today.
Okay, Jake, let's begin with a simple question. When I say the word kindness, what is the first thing that comes to your mind?
Honestly, the first thing I think of is something very small. Someone holding a door open for me when my hands were full. Such a tiny thing. But I still remember it.
That is interesting, isn't it? When we think of kindness, we rarely think of something huge. We think of something small and quiet.
Yes, I think we have a strange idea about kindness. We imagine it has to be big, a large gift, a grand gesture, something that costs a lot.
But real kindness is almost never like that. Real kindness is small and daily and quiet. It is 100 tiny moments, not one giant act.
And that is good news, because it means kindness is not something only rich or powerful people can do. It is something every single one of us can do, all day long.
Let's also clear up one thing early. Some people think being kind means being weak, that kind people are soft and easy to push around.
I'm really glad you said that, because it is so wrong. Kindness is not weakness. In fact, it often takes great strength to be kind.
It does. Anyone can be sharp when they are tired. Anyone can be cold when they are stressed. But to stay gentle when the world is being rough, that takes real strength.
Being unkind is easy. It is the lazy choice. Kindness is the strong choice, the brave choice, the choice that says, I will be gentle, even though it would be easier not to be.
So kindness is not soft and weak, it is soft and strong at the same time. Like water, which is gentle and yet over time can shape a mountain.
What a lovely image. Now, let's talk about those small acts of kindness, because they are everywhere once you start to notice them.
There's our word, notice. So much kindness begins simply with noticing another person, seeing that someone is tired or struggling or alone.
Most of the time, we walk through the world half asleep, lost in our own heads. We do not even see the people around us. We do not notice them at all.
And kindness is what happens the moment we wake up to each other. You see the person at the checkout looks exhausted, so you offer them a real smile and a warm thank you.
You notice your coworker is having a hard day, so you bring them a cup of coffee without being asked. You see someone drop something, so you stop and you help.
None of these things are big. They take a few seconds. They cost almost nothing. But to the person receiving them, they can change the whole feeling of a hard day.
And the wonderful thing is how many chances we get. A single ordinary day is full of tiny doorways for kindness.
It really is. You can let a tired driver move in front of you. You can leave a kind note. You can text someone just thinking of you.
You can be patient with the slow person in the queue instead of sighing. That patience is a kindness too, even if they never know it.
You can thank the people we usually forget. The cleaner, the delivery driver, the person who serves your food. A warm thank you that truly sees them.
You can give someone your seat. You can carry something heavy for an older neighbor. You can simply ask someone, "Are you okay?" and really wait for the answer.
None of these need money or time or planning. They only need us to be awake and willing. The chances are already there, scattered through every day.
We just have to open our eyes to them. Once you start looking for small ways to be kind, you begin to find them absolutely everywhere.
And looking for them changes you, too. A person who is hunting for chances to be kind walks through the world with softer, warmer eyes.
Think about a time you were having a terrible day and one stranger was unexpectedly kind to you. A small thing, but you carried it with you for hours.
Yes, I remember once I was feeling very low and a bus driver just said, "Have a lovely day," and really seemed to mean it. Such a small thing, but it warmed my whole morning.
That is the quiet power we are talking about. The act was tiny, the effect was large. Kindness is one of the few things in life where a small input creates a big result.
And here is something beautiful. Kindness does not stop with the person who receives it. It spreads. It ripples outward like a stone dropped into still water.
The word ripple is perfect there. A ripple is the little ring of waves that spreads out when something touches water. One small touch, and the rings travel far.
So imagine this. Someone is kind to you in the morning, it lifts your mood. And because your mood is lifted, you are a little kinder to the next person you meet.
And then that person, feeling a little warmer, is kinder to someone else. One small act of kindness in the morning can quietly travel through a dozen people by the evening.
And you will never even see most of it. You will never know how far your one small kindness traveled, but it traveled. Kindness always travels further than we can see.
The sad truth is, unkindness ripples too. A harsh word in the morning can also spread from person to person. So, in a way, every small choice we make sends a ripple out into the world.
Which means each of us has more power than we think. Not big, dramatic power, but the quiet power to make the little world around us a slightly warmer place.
Let's talk about a special kind of kindness. Kindness to strangers. People we do not know and will probably never see again.
There is something pure about kindness to a stranger, isn't there? You are not doing it to be liked. You are not expecting anything back. You will never see them again.
Exactly. It is kindness with no reward attached, and that is when we see what is really in someone's heart, how they treat a person who can do nothing for them.
And it does something for us too. When you are kind to a stranger, for just a moment, the wall between you disappears. You are not two strangers. You are simply two people being human together.
In a busy city, full of people who never look at each other, one moment of kindness between strangers is like a small light, switched on in a gray room.
And it reminds us of something we forget, that most people, deep down, are good. That the world is not as cold as the news makes it seem. A stranger's kindness restores a little of our faith in people.
So this week, perhaps, look for one small chance to be kind to a stranger. A smile, a door held open, letting someone go ahead of you, a simple, warm thank you.
You know, Jake, there is one place where kindness matters most, and where we often forget it completely: home.
Oh, that is so true. It is a strange thing. We are often kindest to strangers and hardest on the people we love the most.
We save our best manners for people we barely know, and then we bring our tiredness and our short tempers home to the people who matter most of all.
Because we feel safe with them. We know they will not leave if we are a little sharp. So, without meaning to, we treat them with the least care.
But the people at home are exactly the ones who deserve our gentlest words. The partner, the parent, the child, the friend who has stayed.
And small kindnesses at home change everything. A warm good morning. A real thank you for the small things they always do. Listening, instead of half listening behind a screen.
Telling the people you love that you love them out loud today instead of assuming they already know. They may know, but it is still so good to hear.
It is easy to think the people closest to us do not need our kindness because the bond is already there. But every bond is fed or starved by 1,000 small daily moments.
So perhaps the kindest thing many of us could do this week is simply to be a little gentler with the people we live with and love.
The ones we would do anything for but sometimes forget to be soft with. Try bringing some of that stranger kindness home.
Now, Jake, I want to talk about a kind of kindness we often forget. Kindness in our words, in how we speak to people.
This is a big one, because words are so powerful, and we use so many of them every single day, often without thinking.
Words can be some of the kindest things in the world, and some of the cruelest. The same mouth can warm a heart or break one, and it often costs us exactly the same effort.
Think about how long we remember words. A kind word someone said to us years ago can still make us smile, and a cruel word, sadly, can stay just as long.
So, kind speech is a real practice. It means choosing gentle words when you could have chosen sharp ones, saying the encouraging thing out loud instead of keeping it inside.
So many of us think kind thoughts about people and never say them. We notice that a friend looks well, that a coworker did a good job, that someone has a lovely laugh, and we say nothing.
And the kind word just stays trapped inside us, helping no one. But spoken out loud, that very same thought could brighten someone's entire day.
It is such an easy kindness, and we miss it constantly. So here is a gentle idea. When you think something kind about someone, do not just think it, say it.
Tell your friend you appreciate them. Tell the cook the meal was wonderful. Tell someone that they handled a hard thing well. These tiny sentences are small gifts, and they are free.
And there is a second half to kind words. It is not only about what we say, it is also about how we listen. Because listening, real listening, is one of the kindest things you can ever give.
Oh, I completely agree. To truly listen to someone is a deep kindness, and it is becoming rare. Most of us do not really listen, we just wait for our turn to talk.
That is so true. While the other person is speaking, our mind is already preparing our reply. We are not really hearing them, we are just waiting for a gap.
But when you truly listen, you put your own thoughts down for a moment. You stop planning what to say. You give the other person your full, quiet attention, and people can feel that.
They really can. To be truly listened to feels wonderful, because it is so rare. It says, without any words, you matter to me, and what you are saying is important.
And often, people do not need our advice or our solutions. They just need to feel heard. The kindest thing we can do is simply listen and let them know they are not alone.
So the next time someone you care about is talking, try giving them the gift of your full attention. Put the phone down. Stop preparing your answer. Just listen and really hear them.
Before we move on, Jake, we should talk about kindness in a place where it has almost disappeared. Online, on our screens.
Ah, yes. The internet can be one of the unkindest places humans have ever built. People say things to strangers online that they would never say to a face.
Because the screen hides the human being. You cannot see their eyes or their hurt. So it becomes easy to forget that a real feeling person is reading every word.
There is a person on the other side of the screen, always. A real human, with a heart that can be lifted or wounded by what we type.
So kindness online is its own quiet practice, leaving an encouraging comment instead of a cruel one, writing the warm message, not the sharp one.
Saying nothing when you feel the urge to be harsh. That restraint is a kindness, too. The world rarely needs one more angry comment.
And lifting people up when it would be so easy to tear them down. A single kind comment, among 100 cruel ones, can reach someone who badly needed it.
So treat the people behind the screens the way you would treat someone standing right in front of you, because they are just as real and just as easily hurt.
The same gentle heart we carry into the street, we can carry on to the screen. The kindness does not have to stop just because the person is far away.
Imagine if each of us added a little warmth online, instead of a little heat. Slowly, even that cold place could become a kinder one.
Jake, I think this is a good moment for the little story you wanted to share.
Yes, it is a small story, but it has stayed with me for many years. When I was a teenager, I was going through a very hard time, and I felt quite invisible.
Invisible, as if no one really saw you.
Exactly. And one day, an older neighbor, a quiet man I barely knew, stopped me on the street. He just said, "You know, you seem like a really good young man. I hope you know that."
Oh, just like that?
Just like that. And then he walked away. It took him 5 seconds. He probably forgot it by the next morning. But I've remembered it for over 20 years.
Because at exactly the moment you felt invisible, someone saw you.
Someone saw me, and it gave me something to hold on to on a very dark day. He will never know what those few words meant to me. He never knew the size of the gift he gave.
And that is the heart of it, isn't it? We almost never know which of our small kindnesses lands in someone's heart at exactly the right moment and stays there for the rest of their life.
We don't. So we just have to keep offering the small kindnesses and trust that some of them are landing in ways we will never see. Thank you, wherever you are, neighbor.
Now, Jake, there is one person we have not talked about yet, and they are the person who often receives the least kindness of all, ourselves.
Ah, yes, being kind to yourself. This is the kindness that so many of us are worst at.
Think about the voice inside your own head. The way you talk to yourself when you make a mistake. For many people, that voice is harsh, cruel even, far crueler than they would ever be to anyone else.
It's true. We say things to ourselves that we would never ever say to a friend. You are so stupid. You always fail. What is wrong with you? We would be horrified to say that to another person.
And yet we say it to ourselves, daily. So here is a gentle question to carry with you. Would I speak this way to someone I loved? If a dear friend had made the same mistake, what would I say to them?
We would be so much softer. We would say, "It's okay. Everyone makes mistakes. Don't be so hard on yourself." We would offer them warmth and understanding and a second chance.
So the practice is simply this. Offer that same warmth to yourself. When you stumble, speak to yourself the way you would speak to a good friend. Gently, kindly, with patience.
And this is not being soft or making excuses. People are afraid that if they are kind to themselves, they will stop trying. But the opposite is true. We grow best in warmth, not in cruelty.
Yes, a plant does not grow faster if you shout at it. It grows in good soil and gentle light, and people are the same. We become our best selves through kindness, not through constant attack.
And there is one more reason this matters so much. You cannot pour from an empty cup. It is very hard to be truly kind to others when you are at war with yourself.
That is so important. Self-kindness is not selfish. The warmth you give yourself is the very same warmth you then have to give to everyone around you. Kindness has to begin at home, inside you.
Now, we should be honest, because kindness is not always easy. What about the people who are difficult, the ones who are rude or cold or unkind to us?
Yes, we have to talk about this, because it is easy to be kind to kind people. The real test is staying kind when someone is being difficult.
And here is one thought that helps me. When someone is unkind, it is almost always because they are hurting. Happy, peaceful people rarely lash out. Pain is usually behind the sharp words.
That is so true. The rude customer may have just had terrible news. The angry stranger may be frightened or exhausted. Their unkindness is often their pain, spilling out onto whoever is nearby.
It does not excuse the behavior, but it can change how we feel about it. Instead of, what is wrong with this person, we can quietly think, something must be hurting this person.
And that small shift can keep our own hearts soft, even when someone is being hard. We do not have to catch their unkindness and throw it back. We can let it pass.
But, Emma, we should say this clearly. Being kind does not mean letting people hurt you. Kindness is not the same as being a doormat that everyone wipes their feet on.
That's such an important point. You can be kind and still have boundaries. In fact, a boundary can be a form of kindness to both people.
Yes. You can say no, gently. You can step away from someone who treats you badly, gently. You can protect your peace without becoming cold or cruel yourself.
True kindness is not weakness, and it is not endless self-sacrifice. It is warmth, guided by wisdom. Sometimes the kindest thing is a gentle yes, and sometimes it is a gentle, firm no.
There is one more side of kindness we should mention, Emma, and it is one many people find surprisingly hard. Letting other people be kind to you.
Oh, that is a real one. So many of us are wonderful at giving and terrible at receiving. Someone offers help, and we say, no, I'm fine, I've got it.
We do not want to be a burden. We want to be the strong one, the one who never needs anything, so we quietly refuse the kindness that is offered.
But think about how good it feels to help someone you care about. When you refuse all help, you take that good feeling away from the people who love you.
That is a beautiful way to see it. Letting someone help you is its own gift to them. It says, I trust you and I am willing to need you.
So part of kindness is learning to receive it. To say, yes, thank you, that would really help, instead of always carrying everything alone.
Accept the compliment without brushing it away. Accept the help without guilt. Let people be kind to you. It completes the circle.
Kindness was always meant to flow both ways. Sometimes you are the one giving the warmth, and sometimes you are the one gently receiving it. Both are good.
Beautifully said. Now let's give our listeners something simple to actually do. A small practice for this week.
I love a simple practice, so here is ours, and it has 2 small parts. 1 kindness outward and 1 kindness inward each day.
I like that. Let's start with the outward one. Once a day, do 1 small, deliberate act of kindness for another person.
It can be tiny. Send a kind message to someone you have been thinking about. Say a genuine thank you. Give a real compliment. Hold a door. Let someone go first.
Just 1, on purpose, each day. And pay attention to how it feels. Because here's a secret. Kindness makes the giver feel even better than the receiver.
It really does. When you are kind, your own mood lifts. There is quiet research on this. Doing kind things for others is one of the most reliable ways to feel happier yourself.
So kindness is not only a gift to the world, it is also, quietly, a gift to yourself. And now, the inward part of the practice.
Yes. Once a day, say 1 kind thing to yourself. Out loud if you can, or quietly in your mind. Speak to yourself the way you would speak to a friend you love.
It might feel strange at first. Many of us are not used to it. You might say, I did my best today, or it's okay to be tired, or simply I am doing better than I think.
One kindness given to the world and one kindness given to yourself every single day. Two tiny acts, but over weeks and months, they slowly change the whole temperature of your life.
And here is something I have noticed, Emma, over a whole life of small kindnesses and small unkindnesses.
What's that?
I have regretted almost every unkind thing I have ever done. The sharp word, the cold moment, the time I walked past someone who clearly needed help.
But you never regret the kind ones.
Never. Not once. No one has ever lain awake at night thinking, I really wish I had been less kind to that person today. It simply does not happen.
That is such a simple, powerful test. When you are unsure what to do, choose the thing you will not regret. And that is almost always the kinder thing.
Kindness is the one choice that ages well. Years later, the kind moments are the ones that still make us quietly glad. The unkind ones are the ones we wish we could take back. Before we look back at everything, I want to say one thing to you, the person listening right now.
Yes, because the fact that you are here, listening to a gentle conversation, learning quietly, is itself a small act of kindness toward yourself.
It is. You gave yourself 30 calm minutes to learn and to rest and to grow. In a busy, noisy world, that is a genuinely kind thing to do for yourself.
And learning a language is a slow, patient thing. So please be kind to yourself about your English too. You will forget words. You will make mistakes. That is not failure. That is learning.
Speak to your learning self the way a good teacher would. Gently, with encouragement. You are doing something difficult and beautiful, and you are doing better than you think.
And just by listening this long in another language, you have done something wonderful today. Truly, well done.
Let's take a slow moment now and look back at everything we talked about today.
We said that kindness is not big and grand. It is small and daily and quiet. 100 tiny moments, not one giant act.
We said that kindness is not weakness. It takes real strength to stay gentle when the world is being rough.
We saw that kindness ripples. One small act can travel quietly through many people, far further than we will ever see.
We talked about the pure kindness we offer to strangers, expecting nothing back, and how it restores our faith in people.
We talked about kind words, saying the kind thing out loud instead of leaving it trapped inside, and the deep kindness of truly listening.
We heard about the quiet neighbor and his 5 seconds of kindness that one young man has carried for over 20 years.
We talked about being kind to ourselves, speaking to ourselves the way we would speak to a friend we love, because we grow best in warmth, not in cruelty.
And we were honest about kindness when it's hard, that unkind people are usually hurting, and that kindness can have gentle, firm boundaries. It is warmth, guided by wisdom.
And we gave you one simple practice, one kindness given outward and one kindness given inward every single day.
Let's also remember today's words. Our first word was kind, gentle, and caring toward other people.
Then gentle, which means soft and calm, not rough or harsh.
Then notice, to see or feel something, and give it your attention.
And warmth, that soft, caring, friendly feeling. 4 gentle words for a gentle topic.
Thank you so much for spending this calm half hour with us today. We really hope it felt warm and gentle and kind.
And remember, you do not need to change the whole world. You only need to make the small piece of world around you a little warmer. That is more than enough.
So as you go back into your day, we hope you offer one small kindness to someone else and one small kindness to yourself.
If this conversation warmed your heart and helped you learn, please subscribe and give us a like. It really helps the channel and it means a lot to us.
We make a new calm episode like this every week, so if you would like to practice your English gently with us again, we would love to have you back.
You can listen again anytime. Many people play these episodes while they cook or walk or rest before sleep. However you listen, we are so glad you are here.
Until next time, be gentle with yourself and gentle with the world. Take care.
Goodbye for now, from me, Emma.
And from me, Jake, go gently, and we'll see you next time.